Welcome back to MDO Crochet. This is the third video in the rib stitch series, and as you can see, that is the rib stitch that we'll be working on. It is a mixture of a row of reverse purls and a row of Tunisian simple stitch. And that is all it is, just repeats after that. This is one of those stitches though that will need to be worked on from a project. Let's say this is the bottom of the project to be worked down this way, and so you would just hook in, make your chain, and then go back and forth, hook in, etc. It's one of those that I will have a video on and how to add on to it. But hey, remember, if you can like and subscribe these videos, it'd be greatly appreciated. And leave me a comment. I'll greatly comment back and chit chat. But hey, let's get into the stitch. Alright, so for the next video in this series, we're going to do another row rib stitching. I already did a row of Tunisian simple stitch just so we can keep it different, so you can see the different types of stitches. Now this one we're going to do a row of reverse purl. Now reverse purl, you don't work in the front. Reverse purl, you're actually working in the back. So you keep your, and if you can see the bumps back there, you can see, let me get my pointer. You're actually going to have let me loosen that up. Your bars in the back, this is where you're pulling from, and you're doing the purl stitch with them. The video before this series started taught this stitch. I'll go ahead and put a link for it here. But let's go ahead and we're going to start these reverse purls. And it's a 2-row repeating for this stitch. So keep your yarn in front of your needle. You don't want to go in the back. And an easy way too is you can see the gaps in each one. What I like to do, instead of having to bend my work, is I like to just poke my needle in, just like so, split the 2 bars, and bring that bar up, and do the purl. You could also use that just for the reverse stitch itself. It just makes it easier and not having to constantly bend your work, and the gaps are easier to find, in my opinion, than sometimes having to try to find these bars in the back. So we just do this reverse purl, all the way down. And it's the normal enclosure and a normal return. Not much has changed, just the stitches. Oh my goodness, I can't find it. Ah, split the yarn. Oh, see what I didn't do there? Now I got it. Forgot to do the purl aspect. Alright, now we're at the end, so just drop down, poke through, pull up a loop, chain 1, and normal return pass, so yarn over and pull through 2 all the way down to the end. Alright, so we're at the end. So the next row of stitches we're going to do is just the Tunisian simple stitch. So just go ahead and pull up your loops like you normally would for Tunisian simple stitch. And if you don't know how to do Tunisian simple stitch, I'll put a card here for you. Ah, yarn got caught all entangled up in that one. All right. Okay, we're at the last stitch, so just drop down, poke through, pull up a loop, chain one, and yarn over and pull through two. And then the next row is the purl stitch again, the reversed purl. And should be a lot easier to find now by just going through the gap and splitting your bars. And then boom, I'm getting caught on yarn. There we go. Pull up, do a reverse purl, reverse stitch with a purl. Oh my goodness, I keep getting it almost there and it just like wants to slide out. There we go. And you'll do the reverse purls all the way down. There we go. Nope, I split that. You can see how I split it. And that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. And these bulky yarns, because I really haven't really worked with bulky yarns before. I mean, I have, but it's been a hot minute. Bulky yarns can throw you off, especially when you're used to working with something a lot thinner and truthfully a lot softer. Like I have my go-to yarn brand. Everybody has their go-to yarn brand. Mine is Big Twist from Joann's. I've never had a problem with any of their skeins having factory knots or the softness. I mean, the softness is what I really like. It glides. I didn't do a reverse purl. It glides over the yarn, and it's just, I don't know, a really, really nice yarn. Plus, I like all the different colors that they have in it. The different colors, I'm having trouble with this one. There it is. The different colors they've got a mess ton of different colors. I want to say, I'm not going to give a number off the top of my head because I don't want to be wrong. But there's a lot. There is a lot of colors. And they actually came out with some newer colors too, which are really nice ones too. I haven't grabbed any of them yet because I've got a lot of other projects I got to get on. I'm doing and need to get done before I can start thinking of buying more different yarn to think of other things. And it's a standard normal end and standard return pass. So pull up a loop, chain one, yarn over and pull through two all the way down to the end. And then we're here, so now it's just Tunisian simple stitch all the way down to the end. And then normal return pass. right at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera, finish a few more rows so you can get a better idea. Alright, I just finished up that ribbing stitch, and you can see what it looks like. Now, it would really kind of look like this when you're hanging from a project, and I'll have a video on that at the end of this series. But you can see the stretch has decent horizontal, or vertical, I'm sorry, decent horizontal. It's a good stitch. And remember, keep stitching.